I bet you're surprised to see me. You were expecting maybe Ferdinand, but I am Batman. Filling in for Ferdinand, we will be taking a look at a review of Batman The Dark Knight by S.H. Figuarts. Stay tuned for the end of this video to find out how you, at home, could win the figure used for this review. To the review, I'm Batman. Welcome to another Channel Fandom News toy review. Today we will be taking a look at Batman The Dark Knight by S.H. Figuarts. Let's start off by taking a look at the packaging. Here we have a nice window display where we have great artwork of the figure. Good photo. You know, everyone wants to do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm Batman. Sorry, couldn't resist. Anyway, keeping going with the packaging, it says S.H. Figuarts in gold. Again, you can see a lot of the accessories that come with them. It says Batman, The Dark Knight. There's the good old Tamashii Nations Bandai logo. You got the Dark Knight symbol there. Zoom out on the side. We have that same artwork that's on the front. Then on the back, we have, here's a full shot. And if we zoom in, here we have, gives a little bit about Figuarts, which is kind of standard. They put on all their packaging. Here we have him in a nice action pose with the gold batarang and the mask behind him. Looks like they digitally printed his face for this one. And also has a cloth cape, which we'll take a look at. And then, of course, the optional parts. And then the typical stuff I can't read. And then on the other side, it has a full image of the figure along with Batman and the Dark Knight. So overall, pretty cool packaging. It's the typical dark Batman packaging with some black and blues in it. And I think the gold is a really nice touch. Anyway, let's crack this open. Alright guys, here he is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the details of him. I'm not going to spend too much time on the articulation of this figure, as it has the standard S.H. Figuarts articulation that I'm sure you're all familiar of. However, I will point out a couple little pieces that I thought were pretty cool on this figure as far as articulation goes. But anyway, let's get started with taking a look at him. So here he is. We're going to kind of take a top to bottom approach. So great head sculpt. Great detailing of the body. You can see it, they really hit the armor hard with a lot of the detail in the sculpting of the armor. Got the gold utility belt. Here we'll look at one leg at a time. Everything is just spot on all the way down to the boots. So again, here's the front of him. Let's go ahead and take a look at the side. So again, that face sculpt is just money. Nice shoulder pads. Got the gauntlets, which are nice and sharp looking. Great sculpt of the hands. The boots. Just a gorgeous figure. And then lastly, we'll take a look at the back. And what I love about this is we finally got a cloth cape. You know, so many times before they made these capes for these heroes and they're that plastic material and they just look kind of clunky and they're just not very fun to pose. Whereas this one, we'll take a look at it here in a sec a little bit more in detail. Has some wire around it so you can do some dynamic posing with the cape itself. Just
a great looking figure. I'm going to do one roundabout shot of the full body. Just great. Yeah, I can't wait to play with this one a little bit more with the cape. Got a little bit of a dog hair on it, so excuse that. Boom. So let's go ahead and take a look at this cape a little bit more with what we can do. So as you see, it does have the nice wire within the cape, so you can bend it different directions. You can kind of get it to wrap a little bit. One direction, you can get it to, let's see how much, oh nice. And there is some wire throughout it as well, so not just on the edges, but also in the center, and two other portions of the cape, basically. So you have 4 wires built into the cape, so you can really articulate some nice poses with this cape. Let's see what we could do. So you kind of throw the arms out there to help hold it up a little bit. Spread those out. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Overall, the sculpt on this is one of the best Batmans I've seen. You know, it certainly blows away the Injustice one and all the Mafex ones for sure. Mezco, I still think, has the better Batmans out right now, but this one is really solid, especially if you're a SH Figuarts fan. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. So I'm not going to look at each and every hand, well, both pairs anyway. I will look at every hand. So we do have a gripping hand here. There's that one. We have a second gripping hand here. Again, just beautiful detail in the sculpting of these gloves. So here we have a trigger hand. As you can see, I mean, just look at that. Let's see, get it to focus in here. This is great. And then we have an open hand. And last but not least, the quintessential Batman hand, the battering gripping hand. Just look at that detail. Very nice. So those are the hands that come with it. As far as weapons go, you get 2 of the batterings, both of which are gold. Sorry, they're pretty small and hard to hold in my sausage fingers. You also get a bomb gun as well. This is pretty cool. And you get the grappling gun. Just really nice detail on that gun. Look at that. That's money. And the last accessory is the alternate head, which I find very funny, and I'm still having a hard time kind of like figuring out why they kind of put that one in there. But look at that face, you know. I mean, it's a great face sculpt, but it's just kind of an interesting one to choose for the second face sculpt. So that's all the accessories. Let's go ahead and put it into oh, before we go on to a dynamic pose, I just want to point out that the grappling gun does have a place here in the belt holder. So when we do our dynamic pose, I'll go ahead and put that in there for you guys to check out. All right, guys, here he is. The pose I tried to go with was essentially using, I couldn't find any fishing wire, but using his grappling gun here like he was coming down off of something and, getting ready to throw the batarang. Use the typical stage 4 stand for him. But yeah, this is just an amazing figure. Really, really recommend it to you guys if you're a Batman fan, Dark Knight fan, DC fan, or just really love awesome DC or SH Figuarts in general. This one is a must-owned. So that about does it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And be on the lookout for more great reviews coming soon from Channel Fandom News. Thanks, guys.
Wow, I make that figure look good, 'cause I'm Batman. As mentioned earlier, if you'd like to win the figure used for this review, you can enter the contest by doing 3 things. 1. Subscribing to the channel below, Channel Fandom News. 2. Liking our page on Facebook, Channel Fandom News. The link can be found in the description below. And 3. Sharing the Facebook post that you saw this video in. Each one of those 3 things will get you 1 entry into the contest, so for a total of 3 entries. These rules will be explained again in the link below and also on the Facebook page. Thanks for watching. This is Batman, signing out.